Apparently, there is a limit on how many save files you can have. Holy shit. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, well, wait, my hard drive's full? Bullshit. Bullshit. Looks like the internet's working at this time of night. Da, 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 da. 61 days until the game's release, baby. Why don't you get tied on the stream while we're waiting this? This one we definitely like.
What happened?
What happened? Your body, it's ours now. Our mission requires it. Surrender. Surrender to us now. You hear us. Join us. Or get out.
I think the voice acting is absolutely phenomenal in this.
Stop.
I don't think anyone can tell me otherwise. Like, this hits every single mark perfectly.
Stop. You really want to die? Then embrace the energy of the blade if you want to live.
I think what this really reminds me of, to be completely honest, I'm not sure if anyone will recognize or remember Splatterhouse.
The power of death cannot claim you now.
Where the mask took over the guy's body. I forgot what the guy's name was, but the guy was dying. In order to save his girlfriend, the mask basically said, hey, you want to live, you want to go fight, and you want to get your girl back, put me the fuck on. Now, that's what this reminds me of. Now, I just hope that future-wise in the main game of this, that the Phantom, that the Blade Phantom would pretty much torture the shit out of Kaz. Oh man, I got grabbed. Yeah, not a bad fight. Could have made it better. But in general, it wasn't a bad fight. Not bad. It's a beautiful area. I think it's an absolutely stunning little area, if you would.
Now you too will hear the memories of the dead.
Yeah, this one we're gonna try not to die in this at all. Try to go back like we used to in an old run. This is all fresh, so. Good fight.
be my daughter.
See how this fight goes. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Weekend time. Holy crap, you were right. It's the weekend, isn't it? Welcome to the story of our second guts, bro. Need to fix something real quick while I'm thinking about it. When you get a chance, keep typing noisy. For some reason, text to speech, I didn't hear it. Ooh. Take it easy, bro. You need to stop looking so good for them women, bro. You need to stop the gym, bro. I got a 13-minute video for you. I did my official retirement video, which is generally being received pretty well, all things considering. I think I got like one comment in there is like trying to tell me that I don't know, like apparently I'm not like smart enough to do puzzles or something. Hey, whatever. Oh, that's fine there, Justin Bieber. Hey, so far I'm keeping up with my promise of, you know, playing this game every single day at least. Dum 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 dum. All right. Trust me, you ain't missing nothing right here.
Yetis! There are Yetis here. Everyone run!
So far, the run's going really well for first. I timed that wrong. Still don't matter, he's dead anyway.
Did you see that? It was a giant hit.
Okay. 5,088 souls. Select it. Let's go through this.
Here he is! Grab him!
Oh man, you didn't get close enough. What's up, Daniel? I don't even have to look at the screen. I know who does that all the time. Well, it's more of putting it on the back burner, like I stated. And I mean, according to some people, you know, in all honesty, apparently it's just because I don't know how to do puzzles. That was a damn good fight. I'm not gonna lie. That was a damn good fight. Gaera's got a lot of things going for him. And how you doing, Arthur? Not the cleanest fight, but hey, I still take it, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that fight. Let's put this into here. All right. Before we continue on, before we continue on, let's come over here. And let's lower this down here. Let's put this about... We'll leave this here. We're going to lower this down. Hey, Arthur, I'm going to need you to do me a favor, buddy. We're going to mod you again, but I'm going to need you to do me a favor. I need you to stand up to the tyranny of St. Tona's as much as you possibly can, bro. Just saying. All right. There's a reason why I'm doing this, because I want to try something. Oh shit. Go. I just want to try that. Whose weapon you got there, Soupy? Soup? Subby? Subby?
I was helpless. I was lucky it was the Bantu who found me.
Brocacino? Who the f... Wait. Isn't that... Wait. This Alachiro thing, isn't that the copycat of Camellia?
You have a ghost.
That's what I thought. That's the copycat Camellia.
lessons of the three.
Well, she's mature and everything, but what I'm saying is that that Weathering Waves Kuro Games legitimately stole her design and put it on Camellia.
Why would you want
If you look at the design, they're both practically, you could tell that Kuro stole the design. 100%, you could tell that Kuro stole the design. If you don't believe me, I can show you after this. Let me run this, and after I run this, I'll show you. But that's like when I first saw the character, because when a friend of mine showed me the character, and I was like, dude, that looks like Camellia. He's like, yeah, it's a Genshin Impact character, and that came out well before your Weathering Waves. And I was like, no shot. And I went research. I was like, holy crap, he's right. That someone basically took Camellia and took the character from Gitch to make Camellia. Like, I'm not sure how popular that character is in Genshin. I'll show you in a minute. It's not wrong. Like, the design is there. The design is there. It's not wrong. Like, from the color scheme down to basically the flower on the chest and everything is practically Camellia. It's just like they took that character and made a younger version of the Genshin character. We wait a second. It won't take me long to get to this point what I need to get to. I'm having a good run right now. I don't want to screw this run up. Like, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, even though I made a mistake because I was tabbed out earlier. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I'm having a really good run right now, and I don't want to screw it up. I'll prove it. We had an entire stream about it too, not that long ago. From the color design to the character's design of how, like, the flower, the chest, everything. Like, 100%, both of those characters are basically the same character. It's just that one's younger than the other. That's the best way I could put it. But I'll show it here in a minute. It was a hard video to make, Noisy. I'm not gonna lie. Because I know it's gonna be taken out of context. And I tried my best to explain everything as short as possible. You think Calchero couldn't wield a blade like this? Yeah, I saw that one. Apparently the reason why I don't like Weathering Waves is because I have to think. It's like, that has not been what I've been fighting this entire time, but okay. Hopefully not. Because I thought about this. I just want to get out of the gacha space, bro. All right, this was kind of a crappy fight. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of screwed up on this.
So you survived that one.
I mean, if someone watches a video and reads my comment, I would expect that someone would be like legitimately smart enough to be like, dude, this is the dumbest comment I've ever read in my life. Not gonna lie, because what the guy basically stated, I was like, I never said anything about the puzzles or anything. I just said like they didn't resonate with me. Best game. Oh, you just gotta go look for the demo. The game's not officially out, it's just a demo. It's just a demo. You can go to PlayStation 5, Xbox, just go look up the first Berserker. Just go look up the first Berserker and you can get the demo. The game doesn't come out till March 27th. But when it comes out, like, my rule of thumb is that we're playing this demo every single day, and we're gonna draw as much hype to this game as much as possible, because when March 27th comes, I'm taking a week off from work and we're playing it. Dude, that's what a lot of communities are like that, but a lot of communities think. Yes, well, I'm on demo too. I've been on the demo since the day it came out, and I have not stopped playing the demo. If you like Dark Souls, Neo especially, and Sekiro, this game's basically like a baby of anime. Basically take Khazan, take Sekiro, take Dark Souls. Hold on. I did parry. And there's an easy mode if you don't like normal. Damn, good fight. I didn't get hit. That was a good fucking fight. We got our parries damn good. I'm actually kind of damn well impressed with myself. Typically I get hit by that bear like 3 or 4 times. Oh. Screw the gacha creators, man. Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way about the Weathering Waves community. And you could, a lot of people are going to say this is an L tick, and some people are going to probably agree with me on this, but I don't care either way. The way I see the Weathering Waves community is that it's just Genshin 2.0 community in terms of the toxicity that it provides, right? But the biggest problem that the Weathering Waves community has versus like the Genshin community, and the reason why I'm going to say this, is that the Weathering Waves community can't actually fight. They can't actually argue without getting butthurt. Let me put it this way. They don't just hate Genshin, they hate every gacha game. You gotta recognize this. They hate every gacha game, not just Wuwa and only Wuwa. But in terms of what I've seen is that a lot of the Weathering Waves community will start shit. It's not Genshin that starts shit too much, okay? Genshin people do start stuff, don't get me wrong. But when Weathering Waves community starts some shit and they start talking about shit like Innsfield right now they're doing and everything, and they're talking about all these other gachas in Genshin, they start it. Someone comes in to basically put them in their place, and what happens is they start playing the victim card. They don't own up to their thing. They're the Karens in the world. They think they're right all the time, and this is why. Look, we did our reaction stuff and everything. We did our drama shit, but like, I always try to keep the drama as an opinionated video. Okay, I think that's perfectly fine. I think if you're gonna talk about drama and such, it's perfectly fine. But like, I think that the primary function of like Weathering Waves, it acts like a giant Karen. They can't handle criticism. One, two, three. Dude, can you stop with this crap and just take your beating? One, two, stab. Dude goes so far with his spear. There we go. Crap. Not the way I wanted to do that. Alright, back to now, since we're going to do spear. Right, take this off. We got to do this, this, and we can do this. Okay. That'll work. We are going to do spear for this fight, because spear actually makes the final boss fight legitimately fine. Let me put it, but like I was saying, okay, when it comes to Weathering Waves, in all honesty and all generalness, is just that my biggest problem with the Weathering Waves community, and this is basically like I wanted to state in the video, but I'm not going to state this because I'm not going to start this war in a sense, because it's don't pay to, but a lot of the Weathering Waves community is a bunch of crybabies. It really is. They can't understand that, you know, not everything has to be fact. Some people could just have an opinion, bro, and it's fine. And they want to cry about it. They want to completely cry about it. And this is why, like I said, they act like Karens. A lot of the Weather and Waves community acts like a bunch of Karens. So something happens in Genshin or whatever. Genshin people not even talk about Weather and Waves at this time. And then it's like, oh, Genshin sucks. Your update's a piece of shit. You know, they'll say something to this effect, right? And then Genshin comes back and they basically, you know, clam back at them and say, yo, what the fuck you talking about? Your 2.0 sucks, blah, blah, blah. They'll say something to that regards. And then all of a sudden, it's like all of a sudden at this point in time, they start running to whoever is their favorite content creator, gacha creator, their tech tone, right? And it's basically like, this bully over here at Hoyo is attacking me. They're hurting my feelings. They said that I'm dumb poo poo. And then walla bing, walla boom. The problem here that comes in is that now you have a community that in all regards is like, dude, just shut the fuck up. You started the shit just as much as they started the shit. Just take your L sometimes. Okay? Take your punishment. You can't play the victim when you're when you're also instigating it. Weather and Waves instigates just as much as Genshin. There is no like right or wrong. Like, sorry to tell you that, but that's the absolute truth of the matter. Like, I mean, I hate to be that type of person, but it's okay. Like, legitimately, I'm just gonna say it is okay to agree to disagree. Oh, I know it is. I'm gonna be making a video about it too. This is how OP it is. Like, look how nice that is. It's a great combo. I'm not gonna deny that. Try to get some free XP real quick. I just totally missed that shot. It's okay. We don't need that shot. Now, grant you, the greatsword's actually the best sword for the final boss. I found out about this. I actually was playing this yesterday or whatever, and I found out the greatsword's actually the fastest way of killing the final boss. But I prefer the spear because the spear is more fun to play. The spear is like the first time in any Souls-like, any game in general, even Lies of P. The spear play in here is amazing. It actually feels very well.
Your honor, your friends, all of it gone. You have nothing left to fight for. You wish you were him, don't you? Osmer is dead too. It's all
Like the spear play in here actually feels really good.
I will avenge you.
Hey, look, compared to yesterday's gameplay, though, with me not half-ass fucking tired, I think you can see that I'm actually playing a little bit more decent now.
You really think you can do this? Defeat us, the Blade Phantom. Stupid little mortal.
No, I want the stand recovery rate. Well, I didn't want to waste that one, but okay. It is what it is. We'll go to the skill tree and we add for break. Spear goes with willpower, so that's what we're going to use. Calchero got so mad that he boycotted Wuthering Waves. He said, Kuro, where's my contract? Ended his contract, came to this game and said, yeah. And then next and said, well, dude, you look like Calchero with the white hair. He said, hold on, I got you. And went fucking blonde. Dyed his hair, jumped right in. And he had to go bulk up too, so he was working with Keanu Reeves to bulk up a little bit. Because if you're gonna fight a lot of bosses and such in this game, you gotta bulk up some, you know what I'm saying?
There is no way out.
Then they even hired a better voice actor for him. They gave him Clive from Final Fantasy 16.
This we declare.
Yeah, we'll talk about Wuthering Waves here more, and we'll look at the Camellia and Genshin character. I love how the Blade Phantom introduces itself.
Your body and soul.
It's Urizen, it's Guts, and it's Igris all in one. It's a perfect character. I love it. It reminds me a lot of Sekiro.
Khazan, you were once a hero of the Empire, but not now.
But you can build up your stamina. I haven't done it. You can put into endurance, which increases your bar. It's a good game. It definitely is. I mean, it's pretty much controlled by a bunch of jackasses, I won't lie. Wuwa has a lot to offer, I won't lie. It's just that I didn't personally agree with the last update for it. What was good for you? What got a good challenge there? The only problem with the story is that there is some pacing issues. I'm not gonna lie, and there we go. No death run. That's my 4th or 5th time I've done this with no deaths. No, I was gonna go pull it up.
Masters. You need my body, but I need your strength. We don't need to be.
Because Noble kind of disagrees with me on this one. But I want to show, like I said, a friend showed this to me a long time ago. And I was like, yo, you like, I can't dismiss it. It is basically Kuro copied this character.
Very well. This is what is required.
We concur. I tell you what though, like, I'm so interested in the lore of this. This story, I think, is going to be absolutely freaking great.
Then help me, and I will help you do this.
Like, that's a real man right there.
Our alliance is formed. How long it lasts is up to
We'll do Great Sword next after this.
The ghost? Did you purge yourself of it? No. You have chosen a different way. A different and more dangerous way.
Like, I'm gonna spoil a little bit of the story of the lore if you guys don't know the lore a little bit. I'm just gonna spoil this one part. Let's just put it like this. Khazan here is going to be ended up having to fight basically his best friend.
Your fate, it has changed.
It's going to be basically evil versus evil
Ghost
at the
will be
end.
your guide on this new path you have found.
One character, one side is based on Rage, Berserker, which is Khazan, while the other one is going to be based on Chaos.
May the blessings of the three go with you.
They fought in the beginning against the dragon thing, and they both fought together, and at the end of it all, it's going to be basically, because this is basically what Khazan's doing. He's coming in for revenge, right? That's basically what he's coming in for. He needs the armor. He don't care right now. Take my body, give me your strength. When I'm done with my revenge, then it's over. And I will go join you to go fight the Netherrealm. And then this actually causes kind of like a disease. He's the first Berserker. He basically causes the disease of the Berserker. Like his way of fixing the world is spreading rage. That's the way I took it from the origin stories that I've read. I'm not trying to spoil myself too much in the lore because I really don't know the DNF lore that well. I want the game to tell me the lore more. But from what I got, that's the principal idea of what I took from it. Basically, think of your GN versus Genshu Lin. All right. While we got a chance now, we're going to go look something up real quick. Let me open this up. Let me put this here. Da-doom. 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 Paste. Open. Images. I want a good full-length body picture. I want to try to find a picture that was shown to me. That's the one I want to find. This is going to be fine. Let's see. So, let's open this image in a new tab. Let me go get Camellia. Open this image in a new tab. So we got Camellia here, right? And we got this character here. Are you seriously telling me you cannot tell the difference between these two characters? You can't tell the similarities between these two characters, design-wise. From the hair, to the eyes, to the flower on the chest. Basically, this is like the kid's sister or the child version of this character. Zani, I don't see it. I see it, but I don't see it. Because the reason why. Open image in new tab. And our third character that we could look at. Let's put all three on the screen. No, I'm comparing white and black, where this is white and red. Because if you don't recognize, Zandy's got red in her hair. Okay, she's got fully blown white hair with a little red strand. If you look at the game, if you even look in the game, with a little red thing, and her eyes are more distinctly red. Whereas this character, the hairstyle, like the black that's mixed in, the black that's mixed in, the blue and the red, the blue and the red. This is red and white. Like, but it's the heart. Look at the chest. The four flower pieces, the flower pieces right here. I mean, in general, this right here is the definite. It's the chest piece. I could give the hair away. I can give the eyes away. But when I saw this design, I'm like, dude. We're talking design. So what if it's part of her thing? Where is the flower piece at? It's on her chest. They could have put the flower piece over here. They could have put the flower piece here. Both these characters, in retrospect, in general, in complete general, like, both of these characters look quite similar. Zani, not so much. Zani doesn't really fit the aesthetic of what's going on here. But for this Genshin character and for Camellia, they pretty much fit really well. The short hair, the black and the white hair to mix together, the blue and the red eye pierced right there. Like, I could take it and I could say this is the older sister. I could say this is the bigger, this is like a grown-up Camellia. That's the way I could look at it. When I saw this and my friend was like, yeah, take a look at this. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. These characters are practically solid copies in a sense, in a very distinctive sense. They don't play the same. They're not about the same. I mean, she's not about flowers. I don't think this character's about flowers. But from looking at it from a non-biased point of view, all right, completely non-biased. If I would probably show this to someone who never played Genshin, never played Weather and Waves, I would show them both of these characters right here. I show them both of this. I guarantee you they would say that they were both from the same game. Then most likely someone would tell me, well, this must be like the younger version of Camellia. This is the older version of Camellia. What, is there like a time skip? That's what I would think that they would expect. That's what I said. We brought this up like a couple of months ago or whatever, when before Camellia came out, and I was just like, are you shitting me? I mean, shit, what's the other name? What's the name of the other king? Shao or whatever the fuck his name is? Fucking green hair spear boy. I mean, it's basically like little fucking GN. But in general, I just thought that this was like legitimately design wise, like the very much closest thing that I could say, like, this is almost tit for tat. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, for tit for tat, I could basically say both of these characters could possibly be the same character or possibly be relatives. Oh yeah, 100%. You can find. I'm just saying that from the Genshin aspect to the Weather and Waves aspect, like when we were talking about it, is like the thing is that, you know, I think that, you know, we should respect both fucking games in complete all honesty. I don't think that either fucking game is like, I just said, like, you know, to me, Camellia could technically, you know, someone from Genshin could say that Camellia is a ripoff of this fucking character right here when y'all were talking about it, like I stated right there. And you know what? They're not wrong. They wouldn't be wrong. Would it be unfactual? Yes, it would be unfactual. But if their opinion is like, oh, they took the copy of it, you can see it. It's the same thing like when Fob Master made the same commentary about, you know, Changli and Jinshi playing the same. It's not a factual statement. It's to a full blown out degree. Okay. It's not like 100%. This is 100% factual. It's his opinion and it's based on some truth. Okay. This is what a lot of people don't understand when it comes down to debating and comes down to talking and comes down to understanding different things. Is that in complete honesty, opinion does not have to have a full fact. You don't have to have 100% fact to make an opinion. You can base opinion off some factual evidence. Factual evidence wise is that Qin and Chang Li do play for the same goal. Just like right here with those two characters, Chameleon, your artichoke character right there. Both of those characters right there, while it's not 100% factual, opinion base wise is that they're practically pretty much designed similar. Do you understand what I'm getting at? This is why I said, like, Weather Wave CCs, they don't fucking care for me, because I could debate this, I could fight this shit all day long. I could defend Weather Waves, and I could attack Weather Waves. And I won't be wrong either way. I'm just saying that in the grand scheme of things, I'm sure we can find a character that looks like Shorekeeper too, if I really wanted to look for it. Heck, there's some characters. What is it in Tower of Fantasy or something? There's another gacha game or whatever. I don't remember if it's Tower of Fantasy or if it's Genshin, but someone changes into a butterfly. Why do I care about when they already said they farm? Why I care about it is because this is the problem with taking things out of context. This is the problem about farming, is that in general, there is some people out there that's, they're not farming. They're getting completely dismissed. They're getting completely taken out of context. They're getting trashed left and right. And these are smaller content creators that are in general making Wuwa content and spreading out their own opinion, which should be a perfectly okay thing. And they're getting called idiots for it. Where it's like, if it works, if it's there, factual or opinionated base, depending on what they're trying to explain and how they're trying to explain things, it all depends. I'm just using different examples to explain this. I mean, you have different situations that's being completely understood. This is the reason why, yes, I am coming to this game. I am retiring from Weather Waves because I'm not dealing with that shit no more. I am waiting for March 27th, and when March 27th hits the door, I mean, this game is going to be fully blown out. I think this game is going to be absolutely fantastic. There's some other games too that's coming out that's going to be Souls-like that I've seen that I'm going to be interested in. And I'm also looking at Ninja Gaiden 4. Because as much as I am really, really happy about Ninja Gaiden 4, I will state this right now off the clear blue sky, that I am also worried that Ninja Gaiden 4 will turn into like Ninja Gaiden 3. And I hope that's not the case. I hope it goes back to its roots of what Ninja Gaiden Sigma and what Ninja Gaiden 2 was like. Straight up a monstrosity of a game that pretty much challenged every single person. This time we'll do Great Sword. Besides, I'm recording this footage anyway on purpose, so that way I have video footage, because I got a couple of videos I want to make that I got scripts for that I want to get going. But I need footage of spear gameplay and great sword gameplay. Last run was absolutely phenomenal. And we're gonna do it again. Like like I said, I think that in a lot of cases, this drama farming, this utter crap that's going on with the communities of gacha space and everything, because I mean, I'm even hearing that, you know, you have some CCs out there that's attacking Arknight, which is in what, fucking closed beta right now? It's not even fucking released and they're already attacking it. Ninja Gaiden's a great series. 3, I'm gonna say, was kind of the shitty version of it. 3 was decent, it was just not for me. I felt a lot of it was taken out. But Ninja Gaiden 3, but Ninja Gaiden 2 was like my game. Ninja Gaiden 2 was so fucking hard. I fucking loved that shit. That was back when I got the original version before like they did black and everything else. That was when I got Ninja Gaiden 2 on the fucking Xbox 360. God, that was like right before my Xbox did the 3 red rings of death and I had to ship it to Microsoft. God, I miss those days. Not gonna lie. What's up, V? You see, I'm gonna say it like this, okay, with like attacking like gacha games like Arknight and everything, okay, or in general just attacking video games. If you don't like something, don't play it. Hey, I think that's the best advice, you know, anyone can give anybody. You know, look, Weather and Waves 2.0 didn't resonate with me. I think Weather and Waves 2.0 kind of is bland. I didn't like it. You know, it's not that I hate Weather and Waves, it's just that I didn't like the approach of what 2.0 went with. I think that it was just, you know, I'll say it like this. Weather and Waves 2.0, I feel like someone went ahead, took some makeup, put some makeup on a game, said, now it's pretty, go enjoy it, and then, you know what, I played it. Yeah, it's very pretty. I loved it. It was great, but in general, it just did not bring me the same feelings that I was hoping for, like 1.0 brought in. I was expecting 2.0 to be the game. Like, we all stated it. Every single one of our CCs, us as players, stated this with Weather and Waves. We stated from the ground up that Wuwa, the real game, was going to start at 2.0. And if that is the start of the game, if that is the true start of Weather and Waves, and that 1.0 we consider it a beta test, I'm gonna say it like Flo said about Guilty Gear Strive. That's not my Guilty Gear. He played Guilty Gear for 30 seconds. He went into one online match when the beta came out. He went into one online match, straight up said, not my Guilty Gear, and turned it off and went go play Street Fighter. The moment that he tried doing an instant air dash, and he would not allow an instant air dash because there was no more such command for it, for that, not my Guilty Gear. And that's the way, like I say, like with Weather and Waves. Weather and Waves, I'm a 1.0 guy. I'm not a 2.0 guy. Maybe 3.0 might bring me back. But as I see it, I am skipping the rest of the 2.0. I'm even skipping Zanny.
Stop!
Unless Zanny does something completely outrageous, something completely new, something completely unique, completely amazing, completely, absolutely, belovedly, you know, straight up, like, you know, I need this character, I'm skipping it. I will come back to Weather and Waves in 3.0. I will try it at 3.0, and I'll see what they do with 3.0.
Your body is fully healed.
And I think that's a fair, I think everybody would have to give me this. I think that is a fair judgment. I think I'm giving, you know, I'm not really quitting Weathering Waves. I'm putting it on the back burner, and I'm giving it a chance to cook. I feel the dough right now in the game's a little bit still too raw for my tasting. And I'm gonna wait till people come into my stream and tell me, yo, you're missing out right now. Wuwa 2.0, 3.0, whatever. You know, maybe 2.2 is completely amazing. And I'm gonna have people who's gonna tell me that I need to jump in. I'll jump in and I'll see for myself. And you know what? I trust the players over, you know, content creators to tell me that Weathering Waves has improved. I would trust Noisy Boy. I would trust V. I will trust people who play the game more than actually sit there and ridicule other people to tell me whether or not it's worth it to play it. And I think that's a fair... Well, what I'm saying is that I'm just putting it like this. I don't think particularly I need to care right now. And I think that's fine. I think that should be perfectly fine. Look, I went back to whatchamacallit. I went back to Devil May Cry Peak of Combat when a certain character, when I said that when Nunchuck Dante came into Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, I would go back to the game, and I did. And I'm gonna be honest with you, when I played the character was completely out of garbage. And it wasn't until like 4 months later when they released another version of it, and it was the better version. It's the version that, you know, everybody wanted originally. But I wasn't going back. I made that promise. I was never going back to that damn game no matter what. The community manager Jason pissed me off. Dude straight up allowed people just to attack people and didn't want to do shit about it. And as a community manager, was straight up telling people they were fucking morons. He was basically like Saint Tonus. And I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand people like that. I can't stand a content creator. I can't stand a community manager. I can't stand people who is going to straight up just bash their viewers and use them as puppets. Because look, some people say stupid comments, right? And I understand, sometimes those comments do get to you. They really do. Don't get me wrong. But at the same point in time, I do see... I do see, at the end of the day, that there's a lot of vocal content creators, if you would, that likes to take these people now and just like, oh, you're talking stupid in my chat, and turn everybody in the chat against them for no fucking apparent reason, just to do it, just to make it laugh, just to make it a laughing stock. Like, how many of y'all say that, you know, hey, Fox, you got an L take? And it's like, okay, cool, I have an L take. You know, we'll talk about it. Nah, Look, St. Tonas is on cloud 9. He's his own little world. He's if anything, he's a manipulating bastard, and I can't stand that. The guy's been caught in so many lies, and people just gonna let him get away with it. Good fight. Sometimes, I'll go put it like this to you, V. Sometimes going to war is not worth it. It's not worth going to war with that. It's really not. You go to war with that, that's the problem. The problem is that it's a never-ending battle. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't want to be in a never-ending battle. I do that shit at work all the time. Yeah, sometimes we need to stand up, but you know what? I'm not doing it over a fucking video game, bro. Let me put it this way. Nexton has been absolutely a very, very generous development group. It's been a very, very generous and very nice company to work with right now. That I'm also looking at, you know, when the future comes along for Overkill and for their version of DNF gacha games and shit, that legitimately we're probably going to cover it. We're probably going to end up, I'm actually considering right now, after talking to some people, I'm actually kind of considering right now to actually start covering DNF Online. I know it's a 2D brawler. I'm not too interested in it at the same point, but I never really gave that game a shot. I've just looked at the game and said, man, this is not for me. I'm not too keen on the graphics and everything, but how nice Nexon has been, it's kind of like, you know what? I kind of want to give your old game a shot. I know I'm several years in the past, you know, in the future here. I'm a little bit late to the party, but hey, why not? Let me also put it this way. Some of the content creators I have actually started talking to that's part of the content creator program for this game as well. Dude, they're pretty fucking nice. They're pretty chill. Ain't none of this war bullshit. It ain't about drama. It's talking about the damn game. This is like the difference. It's not talking about, oh, this guy said this or this guy did this. No, it's about, yo, did you realize you could do this in the game? Did you realize this this is a good stat? Did you realize how OP the fucking spear is? Like, actual conversations that you would expect content creators to have. Like, holy moly. Damn, good fights. What's going on tonight? Holy shit, everything's giving me a good fight so far. What the fuck's going on, bro? Like, Genshin's not a bad game. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're a person that likes Genshin, let me tell you something. If you like Genshin, that's perfectly fine, man. Like, Genshin, I don't think it's a bad game. Is it predatorial and such? Yeah. Do they do some scummy shit? Fuck yeah. You don't think Kuro is completely innocent on a lot of things? I love it when they say, like, you know, Kuro is all about, you know, a game first, gotcha second. But, you know, it's still a gotcha, bro. There's still power creep. There's still all this stuff going on. At the end of the day, you know, Kuro is still getting money out of you. Yeah, Genshin's holding up really well. In the end of the day, I hate to say it this way, but even like there's games that's just as bad as gacha games. That's not even a gacha game, like, you know, with the loot boxes and shit like that around days. I'll just put it like this. It's not just gacha games that are predatorial, and I wish people would realize that. Like, look at League of Legends. League of Legends is also a predatorial game, bro. With its skins and everything else. Like, you don't have to play it that way, but you know what? In the social norm, you know, you want to. Counter-Strike, Overwatch with its loot boxes back in the day. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking goddamn Master Duel. Konami, bro. I have no idea what FGO is. Is that the fake Grand Autocrat that I heard about like a few times already? That was a good fight, and I fucked it up at the end. I was trying to be patient. Oh well, it is what it is. Ah, fake Grand Autocrat. I don't know shit about Fate. I know I got a friend who pretty much spends his entire fucking paychecks in it. Not gonna lie. Dude's fucking waifu is Saber. This is the guy that I've told y'all the story about that got like the AI fucking girlfriend crap on his phone when everybody was basically making fun of him for not having a wife and telling him, dude, you need to get a girl. He made Saber apparently his girlfriend. And she was calling his ass too. Hey, look, it was cheap as shit. Okay, it was cheap as shit. He's not 100. He's 100% right about that. It's cheap as shit to just get an AI girlfriend, bro. Dude would straight up text her, be like, yo, I'm gonna be home late tonight. She would tell him some sweet shit and everything. He'd be all giggly and shit and everything else. Dude was living the time of his life. I am not gonna lie. And then when they updated the application or whatever to where the girl could actually call him on the phone, dude was at middle of work getting calls from his waifu Saber. For a really good fight. Bad fight right there. But we didn't die. If I didn't get, if I would have gone the other way around and I got stuck on the wall, that would have been a better fight. But no, I mean, people are people, man. Like, I'm just gonna say, but the thing is that what gets to me in communities, and this is like, and you see, what the Wuthering Waves community is doing is the same reason why I left the FGC. Because the FGC turned into this. In the FGC, you used to have guys that every single day, man, you would have guys out there that would get into a brawl. Okay, they would get into an online fight of some sort. You would have Snake Eyes versus Punk. You would have someone from Guilty Gear versus this person in Guilty Gear. And they would talk massive trash about each other. And they, you know, the thing is that they weren't people that played the victim card. These were people that says, yeah, I know what the fuck I said. I know what the fuck I'm doing. This motherfucker sucks. You had people like Low Tier God that fucking said the shit that he used to say. But at the end of the day, in the FGC, with the community itself, right? With the community itself, these fights used to escalate, this drama used to escalate, but it never got to the fucking highest degree because we would always get these guys to be able to pin against each other, fight each other in the ring, basically, and whoever came on top was the victor. Whoever could prove their point basically was the winner. That's why, like, Low Tier God versus Viscount was one of the best fights there ever was. Now, and then sometimes, majority of the time, what would end up happening from all this is that you would legitimately have people that did not like one another that actually became friends afterwards. This is why I miss tournaments like this and everything. But nowadays, you have people that kind of do this still with the drama stuff, but when they dish it out and they get it back and they get it back to themselves because they call someone out saying, oh, this guy's Ryu sucks or whatever, and they get called up like, okay, let's do a first to fucking 5 or whatever. Now all of a sudden in the FGC, oh, you're attacking me. And then some opinion gets brought up that was never existed. It never existed. Like, there was this one fight that was going on Twitch, in the FGC. I'm not going to mention names, but let's put it this way. One person started some shit. Everybody knew that this person was starting the shit. Everybody knows. And they went ahead and they started talking about a certain FGC player. This FGC player came into their chat and said, yo, hey, I hear you're talking basically shit about me. You want to do a first to 5? I mean, if you don't believe I'm right about the way I play this game and everything, show me I'm wrong. Show me that basically, you know, charged characters are low IQ. The dude started going ahead and saying that you're only coming into my chat and attacking me, the one who was attacking this person. So player A was attacking player B. So player A goes ahead and basically in their own chat saying that, oh, player B is attacking me because I am identifying myself as something else. And that was never the situation. What they were doing is they were taking a different opinion and they were bringing it up, trying to make it fact. And it's like, what ended up happening from this, and this is the sad part, what ended up happening from this is because people started believing this person. The guy who player B was being bullshitted on, player A pretty much got him fucking canceled. They lost their sponsorship and everything with their team, all this other good shit, where there was no evidence, there was no proof, there was no records or anything. It was just he said, she said kind of deal, and was kind of scummy, kind of shitty. The way things are nowadays kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. That's why, like I said, in other ways, a lot of the community members, you know, I'm just going to say, you can see it for yourself. You go look on their social media, you go look on their Twitter, you go look in their Discords, you go do all this. A lot of them instigate a lot of different fights, and then they play the victim card afterwards. They really do. They say that this person over here basically was attacking me for no apparent reason. When, you know, you can find out, you can pinpoint, oh, this person's racist or whatever, when you've been making racist jokes yourself for a long time. That's what ends up going around in this kind of community situation. Yo, I make a statement, right? That, yo, if I want to get popular in the Weather and Waves community, all I have to do is just say, you know, someone like St. Tonus is a fucking moron. And, my God, it's taken out of context as if I said that St. Tonus was a moron. Which I never said it. All I said is that if I wanted to get, like, you know, a lot of views, a lot of things, all I have to do is be that person to go against him. And just make it apparent. But he's not a moron. That's the thing, V. He's not a moron. He's a manipulator. He's a very smart manipulator.
Not that it will make much difference.
I've said it already. No, you're evil. I mean, you do it. I'm fine. Yeah, I need to fix that. But I'm in the middle of runs. One. I also plan. I want to let someone. I want to let y'all also know something too while I'm thinking about it. Is that anyone who's interested in this game on March 27th? I do plan to buy 3 copies of this game for anybody, and plan to give away 3 copies of this game. Don't want to do this or don't want to do this. Yeah, on the 20. When it. Ah, that's it right there. Fuck yeah. I got my slash here. B, you're part of the content creator program, aren't you? You're gonna get it for free if you just do the videos I told you to do. Then tell her you love her. Yes. It's not for everybody. I mean, even if some of the people in DNF do, there's some people who's actually complaining about that right now, that this doesn't feel like a hack slash game, and that's what they want, is more of a hack slash version of this, which I'm gonna say, like, look, this is for me. I think it's fine. I like the strategy behind it. I like the build behind it. The thing about it is that we don't have a full skill tree, and there is going to be more abilities to this, and it takes 80 hours to get to the true ending, apparently, which I don't believe that. No, there's some people that's in the Discord that wants this to be more of a hack and slash type deal, and I understand what they're trying to get at, but that's where, like, overkill's going to come. And I mean, and that's going to be a mobile game, by the way. So hey, to all the people who play mobile, guess what? You're gonna have another game that's gonna be hack and slashy, because Nexon is really going all out for DNF this year. They really want to bring it to multiple types of media for different people. If you want this to be hack and slashy, you want to play the spear. Spear is hack and slashy in this. Spear gameplay is absolutely bumfuck goddamn fun. I won't deny that. You want to make this a hack and slashy? You want to play that. You want to play even dual wield. Dual wield's kind of like that mid. Doing great sword, for example, like I'm doing right now, not so hack and slashy. You feel weight behind a weapon. Which, I mean, I think that's perfectly fine. I think they really did a good job on that. Different kind of play styles. I mean, I wouldn't want the, I'll be honest, I wouldn't want the great sword to feel all hack and slash. I wouldn't want it to feel like GN. I like the way they did this approach.
Is it true, General? Are you really a traitor?
I need you to come here. Crap. Come on, I need to throw you over the edge, bro. Hit me. I had to legitimately kill him.
We did was follow your orders. Are we not?
This.
That's what caused you such anguish. Pathetic. Who do you think you are?
All right.
Some kind of high and mighty.
So now we got that. So we can close in the gap now. I need my stamina recovery though. All right, time for some free XP. Kill. 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 Keep put into strength so that way keep leveling the sword up. Kill. Kill.
Here he is! Grab him!
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't particularly care for the greatsword too much. But the greatsword's really fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a different way of playing. No, I'm getting that. When you're so used to hack and slashing from the beginning and then it gives you the greatsword and the greatsword's so slow. It's like, I want to go back to hack and slashy. I want to go back to, you know, where it feels more comfortable. But the greatsword is still a very rewarding weapon. I really like this game. That's why, like I said, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do something I've never done before, which is play a demo for the next 60 days. I did not get the others. I didn't get the other stuff. Darn. Oh, darn me. We're gonna have to be extra careful. Oh, trust me, I know the greatsword is fucking broken as shit in here. Dude, I killed the ball. I killed the blade phantom with the greatsword like in one run, just doing it, and it interrupted him so many times. I was like, "Yo, what the hell's going on here?" I think that's what am I going to need in this build. So now we got this. Yeah, okay. So now I got a continuation.
Surrender. Honor your friends. All of it gone. You have nothing left to fight for. Do you really think you could put against the Emperor? Be honest. You wish you were him, don't you?
No!
Osmer is dead too.
I fucked up. You gotta take this fight very carefully. You don't want to get insta-killed. See you later, buddy.
Surrender. Your honor. All of it gone. You have nothing left to fight for. Do you really think you can win against the Emperor? You wish you were, don't you? Osmer is dead too. It's all over. Osmer, my friend, I will avenge you.
I get some free XP while I'm here.
You really think you can do this? Defeat us, the Blade Phantom. Stupid little mortal.
Nope, didn't get him. Where is it? Use this. It's not much of a difference. I'm just gonna put it back in here.
You dare try to defy us!
Bye-bye. Did I just break his trigger? I broke his trigger. He went so far into this. He went so far into it. I broke his trigger.
You were once a hero of the Empire, but not now.
I broke his second phase trigger. What the fuck?
You are sentenced to death.
Dude, if they would do an MG, if they would do Metal Gear Solid Rising 2, I would fucking die so happy.
Submit to us. Why fight the inevitable?
Like I said, I think the Great Sword makes this fight so much easier. Now let me do this for Rose. You're new here. I haven't seen you here before, I don't believe. Welcome to the stream.
I will have no masters. You need my body, but I need your strength. We don't need to be enemies.
I swear on my honor, my blood. We can work together. Cooperate. You help me, I help you.
Oh, that fucking game.
Very well. This is what is required.
Really wish that would have. Because I mod every single person that comes in this chat pretty much when I get a chance. Consider it a membership.
To restore order to the netherworld.
Then help me. And I
Great Sword and Spear is absolutely phenomenal. Now that I know that that is the abilities I need to go with the sword, with the Great Sword.
Our alliance is formed.
Let's put it this way. We got 61 days to rebuild this channel, rebuild the algorithm, redo everything in 61 days for this game. And I think that's achievable. We got a whole month
Yourself of it?
and a week
No. You
to
have
really push this algorithm.
way. A different and more dangerous way.
As long as I get my revenge. And that is all that matters.
The Great Sword ain't broken yet. You gotta remember that too, because there is still more. There's still more to that skill tree.
Changed now. The ghost will be your guide on this.
And
new
apparently,
path you have.
I got a video that I'm gonna be posting, but with the AMA, that if you do New Game Plus in this game, you unlock even more abilities for your weapons.
Is right. We will lead you this way.
Apparently, this game, for what we're seeing right now, this is only 5% of the game. This is what they're stating. For the demo itself, the demo's only the first 5%. They expect that it should be about 80 hours to complete the game to get the true ending. Stick with this icon. What do you mean by icon? Yeah, because, like, we got several different levels. What, the Soul Bad Guy picture? Or you're talking about the avatar that's talking on the screen? If you're talking about the avatar that's talking on the screen, I've been using that since I did Lords of the Fallen. If you're talking about the new icon that changed from Chang Li to Soul Bad Guy, I'm leaving that, yeah. I mean, what? If you want a waifu, I can give you a waifu. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that icon. Why? It's a cool little picture. Yeah, I may change it later if something else grabs my fancy. Yeah, it was Guts yesterday. That but I saw this one and I said, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my roots. I'm gonna go put back Guts. I'm gonna put back Soul Bad Guy on for it now. It also used to be the avatar picture too. That used to be there too a long time ago. See, this right here, it would be damn well not a good necessity as well. So when you grab Leckerman, you also grab one spirit gauge at the same time. We also got, you know, with the parries, we also got reflection for the parries. Javelin's gonna have more to it. No, icons don't impact the algorithm. What impacts the algorithm on YouTube for anyone who wants to understand like the algorithm is the content itself, the naming of the file itself. Like when you make a video, you want to make sure that the video's title is pretty much consistent with what you're putting up. So like, for example, if I make a video about Khazan with the AMA, I want to make sure that the video itself is also titled, you know, Khazan, First Berserker, Khazan, AMA questionnaire or whatever. If I do like, you know, a spear video, I'm going to do a great sword video, dual wield. I want to make sure that's written in there. I want to make sure that for at least 2 weeks solid, I am putting nothing but that type of content on here. So if I want to cover Khazan, get into the search engine, you got 2 weeks of with your content that you have to force that you're not going to touch anything else. I'm not going to touch Weather and Waves. I'm not going to touch another game. I touch Khazan. I put it on there. Within 2 weeks, if I do a video at least a day for the next 2 weeks, it will start producing. In fact, I showcased this with another channel that I created for Marvel Rivals. In actually 4 days from a brand spanking new channel, videos were getting 1,000 views on that. Just because you stay niche. That's why like Let's Play channels really don't succeed well unless you have a community that goes behind it. But and that's kind of why like that Weather and Waves retirement video is also a Khazan video. So that way it can start building into the algorithm. I'm using that Weather and Waves video, which has Khazan gameplay, just to use it to help get in the algorithm, to push it. But hey, 61 fucking days from now, we're gonna be playing the shit out of this. That's a cool great sword right there. I really wish this demo was longer, bro. I really wish this demo was a little bit longer. I am not gonna lie. Now, what I'm thinking I could do to help push this algorithm a little bit more is if I just if I can stick to just doing dungeon fighters content, like DNF online, DNF duel. That right there may actually work because we're all part of the same, it's all part of the same world. But I don't know if I want to risk that. Oh, I know that's how to build anticipation. But you see, we're part of the content creator program for this. Like, legitimately, I applied, they accepted me, and I made a promise that every single day I will stream this game. I will post something about this game every single day for the next 61 days, at least, to push this game. And I'm pretty sure by, I would say in around 20 days, we should get somewhat of an audience for this. Because I know the Weather Waves audience ain't gonna fucking be coming to this. There'll be very few people in the Weather and Waves community that will jump into this. Because I got several different plans on what I have for this. All right, so we got the great sword, we got the spear. Let's go ahead and do just dual wielding. That way I got video footage I can go ahead and use from the live stream for some videos I need to make. There's also a limit too. I want to say this also. There's also a limit I found out on the save files. You can't have like an infinite number of save files. I was kind of surprised by that. We might end up doing though is we might kind of ruin the algorithm a little bit, because I may actually start playing fucking Elden Ring. I gotta check to see. Is there a chance? I'm not sure if there is. I'll go see if there would be a chance by some miracle. Someone might have, no, I can actually just do a custom character. I could just build Khazan for Elden Ring. Yeah, why not do that? Oh, I want to see this real quick. Give me a second, I need to write this. Oh crap, they want me to do all this crap real quick. Hold on. I gotta do something real quick. That's what I want to see. Okay. All right, cool. That's what I want to see. All right. Back to the demo. May actually stop here after a little bit.
What happened?
What happened? Your body, it's ours now.
Could I? I gotta take a look at that. There is one run that I would like to try to do.
No. Stop.
Because it is an option in this game. It's a dumb option.
I need to find a way out of here.
Let's see.
Where is he?
How long would it take me to build this up? How long would it take for me to build this exactly up? If I come over here, yeah, the content creator program does give a good some good incentives. Like if you can play the game, what they basically say is you play the game, we give you a free copy of the game. You complete some challenges like no death runs, which I've already done, you get deluxe version of the game. They give rewards as basically points, and with those points you can spend those points and you get a copy of the game, you'll get different information, different things. Take that off. So, kind of reason why I'm trying to do no death runs a lot. Oh god, noisy. Strength ain't gonna give me nothing. That ain't gonna give me nothing. Proficient ain't gonna give me nothing. Vitality brings it up. All right, let's put it all in vitality. Screw it. Let's see how bad it is with one enemy. Parrying kind of sucks with this. We want to do hard charges. I'll go try a fist only run real quick. Nope. Ah. So vitality only brings 1 into attack damage. I'm gonna have to look at this because it is an option. It is a actual option. Fisting's actually a complete option in this. Let's just double check. Stat wise, that goes up by 1. Oh, now strength goes up by 2. That's because I'm wielding a weapon right now. Without the weapon, let's see. Stamina damage increase without no weapon, 7%. We were doing basically like 600-ish at attack. 681. Most kids are gonna drop down because of the Yeti. Because people are assholes. Guy's really lucky. Holy moly. That would take fucking forever, but that would be a fun stream, would it not? To do a fist only challenge. I would have to build in vitality and proficiency. I need that stamina damage increasement. What I want to see is if it makes a difference though. Let me do this real quick. I mean, just for the demo. I'm just saying, like, just for the demo, man. Like, I wouldn't do this like for the full game. Because right now we're testing. I think there's a way of doing it. That's why I'm looking at it. That's why I gotta do the testing right now. Did you drop anything good? Nope. Would that be a bad thing? What I'm thinking, because see, strength doesn't bring nothing, willpower doesn't bring nothing. Proficiency though increases the stamina damage generation, and vitality increases damage by 1. So I'm wondering if the stamina damage, because I'm going, would be the route to go. Yes, it would. That's so much faster to kill. So if I just put into that one stat and I fucking use my stamina as damage, so my damage meter becomes damage then. Yeah, I'm doing more damage. I want to see what the backstab's going to be. $15. Pretty decent. For the big guys like this, it's going to be a bitch. But there is necklaces that's also involved for this. I need to find a way around this. I think if I do the armor boost perks, the necklace perk, that would make it actually work. Because it ain't hurting them right now. If it'd be hurting them, they'd be definitely calling it out. Basically, like the guidelines and everything else that I talked about before, like in all honesty with the guidelines, that is Kuro's way of saying, don't do this. we don't want you to do this, but go ahead and do it as long as you don't get caught. If you get caught, then we have to do something about it. That's what that's for.
Accept it. It will give us strength. Now you too will hear the memories of the dead.
Because like I said, I mean, I know Pixel Tree, what he stated to me about, you know, in general, the situation of, you know, well, hey, you know, you're pretty much calling the pot the kettle black type deal. You're when I'm showcasing leagues and they're doing this such, and I was like, yeah, I'm calling all of us out. I'm not just calling them out. I'm calling myself out too for that. But like I was stating, is with the derivative works, you know, situation, St. Tonus has broken every rule that Kuro has put out for it. And straight up, you know, the only reason why he's not been called out for that by Kuro is because no one's brought it to the attention of Kuro Games yet. I'm pretty sure. No one's substantial enough. Let me put it that way. He hasn't gone after anyone big enough for that. I need you dead real quick. Need you dead. There's every shot right there. That's fine. I need the pants. The pants are gonna give me a damage increase. Here's my question. I get a damage increase with this. I get defense with this. I don't need defense there. It's not just for content creator. It's not just for content creation. For being part of a content creator program for that. That's what's so beautiful about it. It's about any work. All right, yeah, that's not gonna. I need that's not gonna work like that. So good to know. This is me being stupid right now and just testing some things real quick. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt them. It's more or less just like it's a protection mechanism for if someone like Hoyo comes after Kuro for it, that Kuro can do something about it. It's the legal mumbo jumbo that says, look, if Hoyo comes and basically says we don't like this, we have to request we have the right to request removal of any content that revolves our IP. That's what it basically states. Anything that damages the potential, you know, bullshit of like Kuro Games, whatever, in that regards. My point is that, and I'm going to state it like this, okay? Oh, you have a good one, Rose. There we go, one. My point about it is that when we discuss this, is the fact of the matter is that, okay, well, you know, we talk of such a good game about, you know, the leakers, right? People like myself has been condemned for this, for leaking information about the game and everything else. And the wording I hear is trust the devs, listen to the devs, respect the devs. Okay. So we need to respect the devs. Why aren't we respecting their guidelines? You know what I'm getting at? Why are we only respecting one part but not the full blown everything? You could. If you want to, that's you. 2.7. I don't think that's enough for the damage increasement, and I don't think that putting it all in vitality would work for this. So plausibility of doing this with fist only would just be a very, very slow, very well. You have to paste everything. There is no, you have to be basically fucking perfect or you're dead. But it is possible. And I'm debating whether or not I want to actually do a live stream on that. That would be a pain in the ass to do. But we could do it. But let me go find this. But yeah, when you read like the scope of the application and everything, this is the guidelines to derivative works for Weather and Waves. The following guidelines are made by Kuro Games for the purpose of carefree environment to allow rovers, which is us, to make works utilizing creative talents. Rovers may read the guidelines when they encounter confusion and ambiguity with their creative process for making derivative works and wish, you know, relative contents herein observe these works. So first part of the scope application is going to be your basic legal mumbo jumbo. Basically, tell you that Kuro Games has full and complete intellectual property rights over Weather and Waves. This is included but not limited to trademark, copyrights, and related properties and benefits. Any and all intellectual property of Weather and Waves and related materials shall be transferred or made available for sharing form under any circumstances. So that's just telling you, hey, we own Weather and Waves. These guidelines are acceptable or applicable to where such content which Kuro Games has full and complete intellectual property rights as published as part of Weather and Waves franchise, included but not limited to the names of virtual characters, character outlook, story, graphic, music, video works, referring herein as authorized content. So basically, they're saying that this guideline is just telling you that when we're talking intellectual property rights, we're talking, you know, the characters, we're talking about their their lore, we're talking about their storylines, we're talking about their outlooks, the graphics of the game, we're talking about the music works, we're talking about video, we're talking about the fucking game. The derivative works is referred to the guideline is defined as independent new works recreated by derivative works, aka basically reference, authorized content in the form of literary works, picture, videos, materials, and objects, with the exception of games, materials, and digital software, commercial works, merchandise, materials, and so forth. Basically, if again, number 3 here is telling you that what this basically means is that if you're a person who does like fan fiction, drawings, you make video content, you do any kind of material-based objects or anything related with the game from software, digital, or physical media for commercial works or merchandise, all of this is wrapped around the idea of what derivative works means. So that means content creation, whatever. That means that they basically cover everything in the first 3 parts of the scope. Okay? Gotta understand that. When it comes to the standard requirements regarding derivative creation, when being involved in recreation, derivative creators should observe the following standards. Now, what recreation basically means is, hey, for the sense of a content creator like myself, you're going to take a video game, you're going to play a video game, you're going to use the footage of the video game as basically your visual aid for your video, your B-roll, your live stream, whatever. Now, the contents created should not breach any national laws, regulation, principles, or policies. That should be a given. That's right there. You can say it like this right here technically covers leakers. We can't breach any kind of national law, regulations, principles, or policies. Gotcha. Very basic understanding. The contents created in this way should not constitute damaged brands of images or interests of Kuro games or Weather Race. So, if you create anything that pretty much breaks national law, regulations, principles, policies, or even that content is created that would constitute a damage to the brand image of Kuro or Weathern Ways, it's prohibited. Now, section 3 is the one that makes the most, this is where, again, okay, and this is to Saytonas, this is to anyone out there who is playing Weathern Waves, who is legitimately talking shit about Hoyo, who's talking shit about content creators, who's talking shit about any third party. This is what this states. The content created in this way should not constitute any infringements on any third party rights. Third party can mean a person, it can mean a player, it can mean a company, it could mean a fucking sponsorship with someone else, blah blah blah. It could be a breach of YouTube, it could be a breach of Twitch. Anything that constitutes infringement on third-party rights, specifically damage, should not be done to reputation rights and image rights of any third parties. Contents which, any third parties have intellectual property rights should not be used. This is a 2-part placement. You can go take ChatGPT. You could copy this. You could put it in there. You can see for yourself. But right here, specifically, damage should not be done to reputation rights. So, someone goes ahead and says that Fox Soul is a fucking complete moron. He don't know how to fucking build, and we should go harass him or whatever. You're damaging the reputation of that person. You're damaging their image in the same case scenario. You're making drama about someone that is damaging their reputation, it's damaging their image. That is a violation according to the guidelines. And this isn't to just content creators. This is Kuro protecting for all works against them, not just content creator program. Contents which, have any third parties have intellectual property rights should not be used. What this basically stands for is if you use someone else's work. So I go take someone else's video, I do a reaction to it, and I'm doing basically anything that's destroying their reputation or image rights, damaging their reputation in any which way, shape, form, infringing on them. Guess what? That content that I'm using is prohibited because I'm basically associating it with Kuro Games and Weathering Waves in some way, shape, form. So if I go take like a Saint Tona's video and I break it down and I say this is complete other trash, this is a piece of shit, and the guy does not know what the fuck he's talking about, blah blah blah, whatever, because of the guideline that is set before Kuro, I am in the wrong, because I am damaging his rights. I'm damaging his reputation. I am using content that belongs to him, and I'm associating that with Weathering Waves. You could say the same thing about someone who shit talks Genshin Impact using video footage from Genshin Impact and to say basically Genshin shit Weathering Waves better. That's right there also states you technically cannot do this. Now, this is where Kuro Games protects themselves. In cases where the aforementioned standards are not observed, the derivative creator shall be held solely accountable, and Kuro Games assumes no responsibility. In addition, Kuro Games will retain the right to request removal of these works from availability and the rights to pursue legal action. So what this basically says is that, hey, you go ahead and do all this shit, but you'll be held accountable, not us. But if Kuro Games does deem that, you know, this is really bad, or Kuro Games deems that this is not right and they want to, Kuro Games retains the right, because you're using their intellectual property, to request removal of those video works from availability. They also apparently, have the right to pursue legal actions, which, let's be honest, that would never fucking happen in the end of the day. Individual organizations shall not attempt to register trademarks, file for copyrights, apply for patents, or the whole Weathering Waves, the derivative works, therefore in any country or whatever. That is why, like, when I read this, there is so many fucking people, technically speaking, that's all about respect Kuro, respect Kuro, respect Kuro, but you're not reading this. And this is for everybody. This is not just, the content creator program. That's why, like I stated, this right here. Yes, I'm in violation of showing leaks of Weathering Waves. Okay, cool. But any of the other CCs who go outright on purpose to damage someone's reputation, to hurt someone in some way, shape, form, is also in the wrong of Kuro Games' guidelines. And this is why, like I stated this 100 times with Weathering Waves in particular, with this subject in particular. Why is it that we're picking and choosing? To me, if you're a person who truly respects Kuro, you claim that Kuro is the best company, you should be understanding 100% of the guidelines, and you should follow the guidelines. You shouldn't be doing leaks. You shouldn't be doing videos that damage other people's reputation. You shouldn't be doing none of this if you truly respect Kuro Games. And this is me calling out every single person around it. I'm just saying, Noisy. They don't want to stick to it because drama is what sells. That's the truth. But I mean, if we're going to state something, we should state it to the full effect. I mean, this is like basically saying, driving a car, speeding is wrong. It's against the law. Everybody fucking pretty much does it. It depends if you get caught or not. And it depends whether or not, even if you get caught, because I've sped before in front of a fucking cop and the cop never pulled me over. It depends on certain situations. If you're a law-abiding citizen, you're a person who really does believe in authority and everything else, you shouldn't be a person that's going to condemn me for fucking speeding when you speed as well. You shouldn't condemn me for certain actions if you're also doing certain actions that also infringes on the guidelines. That's my point. This is why, like what I stated before, you know, we're all guilty of something. Every CC is guilty of something. It's right here. It's off of Kuro Games' own fucking official Weathering Waves webpage. You can go search it up for yourself. You go fucking Google search fucking Weathering Waves guidelines for derivative works. It's going to bring you straight to the landing page for fucking Kuro Games, and it's going to give you this. And this is the same exact fucking guidelines that they have for PGR. That was my entire point. That's why, like, you know, I might have upset at, you know, Pixel Tree when I made this statement, because, you know, hey, you shouldn't be the type of person who's going to throw stones in a glass house when you have throw stones at someone when you have a glass house. And it's like, I understand what his point is, but my point is that I have a glass house. They pretty much have a glass house. I'm throwing stones. They can throw stones back at me. We're both in the fucking wrong. That's just what it is, and this that's just how it is. The odds of Kuro Games actually following their own guidelines is just as bad as Kuro Games trying to stop leakers when it's their own people that's leaking the information. I don't consider the Camellia numbers leaks. I don't. People do, but I don't. Because straight up, I mean, I got the fucking goddamn proof. I got the fucking shit for it. Where legitimately the entire leaker Discord for the gacha games where Step Leaker and all them fuckers are at right now, they're getting their information directly from interns that work for fucking Hoyo, that work for Kuro Games. They basically are paying someone to give them the fucking, you know, hey, what's going on with 3.0? And someone's recording footage and everything and giving it to them. It's interns that work for the company. I mean, that's why, like I said, when it came down to the leaks and everything, my entire aspect around the leaks is that I would love to see Kuro Games stop the leaks. I would love to see it. But until they clean fucking house, it ain't going to fucking happen now, is it, baby? So I would rather have content creators that are justifiably good, that are justifiably smart enough to take the leaks and really explain, you know, the leaks in a very intellectual, very educational way. Because there's some people out there that's going to look at a leak that's going to be like, you know, V, for example, that's going to look at Brant's kit. Brant, he's thinking Brant's going to be OP as fuck. He thinks that, you know, Chang Li's going to be Brant's fucking support. I look at the numbers, I don't see that. I see Brant's going to be really good, but Brant's going to be really good as well, based more as a support sub DPS. He's really going to benefit with a lot more of his perks of his skill set to someone like Chang Li. Not just because he has one skill, which really, if you look at it, it is pretty strong. The multiplication numbers and everything else, the damage numbers that go with it, isn't really that great. And Brad's still not out, so it's like every other character, they nerf the shit out of every character before it comes out anyway, so it's most likely going to get nerfed anyway. We can't take something at face value. We have to take it with a grain of salt. Simple as that. That's why, you know, if people like St. Tonas, Ethan, or whatever were to legitimately talk about the leaks, showcase, you know, some of the stuff that other people are saying and give the right information. Be like, whoa, this guy says that this character's OP. This guy over here says this character fucking sucks. Let me tell you what the fucking truth is. We know the information. We see this information. First and foremost, grain of salt. This is most likely going to fucking change. We're like fucking 5 weeks before the character's fucking release. First part of the disclaimer. Done. Then you explain the reason why these other people are wrong, and you explain the factual side of how that kit works from just reading it. Because, dude, there were so many people who were saying that Camellia was shit. There were so many people who were saying Camellia was completely fucking OP. And there were so many people that was given so much misinformation about Camellia. And when I looked at the fucking kit, and I'm like, dude, first and foremost, Camellia is going to be really fucking good if this would be the kit. But this is not going to be the kit. I guarantee this kit's going to change. First and foremost, it's getting fucking nerfed. Just like Yao got nerfed, JJ got nerfed, all Shorekeeper got nerfed. It's going to get nerfed before release. First and foremost. But the idea behind what fucking Kuro Games is doing is not bad, like some people are saying out there. But it's not absolutely OP like everyone's saying. This is what my theory crafting is behind the kit and what's going to change and why it's going to be, not a huge power creep. That's the idea. That's why, like I said, at the end of the day, I think that if you really want to stop the leakers, Kuro Games has to stop it from inside. And I've already reported to Kuro Games all the data mining shit. Did they take care of that? Fuck no. They didn't take care of none of the data mining whatsoever. Because Kuro Games really does not approve of leaks, but they don't disapprove of them either. It's controlled. What's being leaked is very much being controlled at the same point. But that's why I said, I'll say this to any fucking Weather Wave CC. None of them talk to me because you know why? They're fucking too goddamn. I'm gonna say it like this. None of them have the decent respect to actually talk. They just want to throw accusations. They just want to fight. They just want to farm. None of them have the decent respect just to say, hey, I disagree with you. Let's have a conversation. And just get it over and done with. No, we're going to hide behind other people. We're going to fucking go ahead and make our little clicks. We're going to do all this such. And we're going to act just like fucking Genshin Impact content creators. Done deal. But, I mean, you read it for yourself. It's right here. You can read it for yourself. It's on a Derivative Works. It's on Kuro Games' website. You can read it. This is how our content should be. Oh God, what kind of cut does this guy get? And let's see. I'll be honest, I wouldn't know because I don't have fucking hair, but I'll take a look. Oh God, what's this? What the fuck? Is a dude like legitimately getting like a fucking furry slipper haircut? Is he trying to be a monk? Like, he looks like he looks like he's getting the monk haircut without the bald spot on the top. It's kind of epic. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of epic. But this is the thing. These are things like this right here. This is things of the reason why, like, me as a content creator and several others I know is stopping Weathering Waves. Because what should be a community-based fun experience, to be working with other people, to be imploring, you know, a different trend than what Genshin did, seems very much more appetizing than what we're doing with Genshin. Than we're doing right now. Genshin became a toxic waste pit of bullshit. Let's be completely honest. Because you had too many fucking people out there that says their game's the fucking best. That was putting other fuckers down. That, again, we had certain majority creators that basically said that they were the gods of Genshin. And it developed from there. Weathering Waves comes out, and legitimately, at first, dude, I didn't hear shit from fucking Genshin people or anything like that when I was making content or whatever on fucking Weathering Waves. I just met people who liked Weathering fucking Waves, man. We talked about just Weathering Waves. And every now and then we would talk about Genshin, but we wouldn't talk about, you know, how trash Genshin is. We would talk about the comparisons of Genshin and Weathering Waves. What made Weathering Waves a little bit better than Genshin. And then I don't know what happened, but in the few months spanning after the initial release, it was straight up fucking bullshit of content creator after content creator just hosing down fucking Hoyo. Because they treat Hoyo as if it's like an ex-girlfriend that fucking cheated on them or something. That's why I said a lot of the fucking content creators were really, in my personal opinion, I still believe this, was putting their lips on fucking Curl's asshole and sucking the wet farts out of it. It's like, bro, it's okay to say, you know, my game is not perfect. It's okay to say that, you know what, hey, this is a different game than Genshin. It's okay to go ahead and not attack Genshin. And it just, like I said, I made videos about it. I talked about it. It's like, dude, let's not do this with the community. Let's get rid of this toxic positivity bullshit. Let's legitimately become a community that Genshin gets jealous of, not for the fact of we got a better game, but we have a better community that, you know what? Hey, we're not going to fight you. You can say what you want. You could do what you want. But we're going to be an open house community that will allow you to come in, experience it. And if you don't like it, hey, that's fine. We can agree to disagree. No hard feelings. Just like the ZZZ people are. Dude, ZZZ guys, when I fucking made a video, you know, against ZZZ, they're like, hey, yeah, that's cool, whatever, man. Whatever. The moment I reversed my theory on that and I did a social experiment, oh man, I had fucking Weathering Wave people fucking attacking me for defending ZZZ. I didn't have fucking ZZZ defending ZZZ and attacking me for fucking saying Weathering Waves was better than ZZZ for my own personal preference. No, I had a bunch of ZZ people come in and be like, yeah, hey, that's cool. We like Weathering Waves. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't agree fully with you. I don't think you fully experienced the game, but for what you've seen, I mean, hey, yeah, it's whatever. Like, so far, the only community that I'm going to say that I think is the most chillest fucking community is ZZZ. See you later, Noisy. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And now it's 4:22 in the goddamn fucking morning. I'm going to call it for now. And I'll come back later today and I'll play some more fucking First of the Berserker. We will sit here and we will do more runs. I got a video I want to upload anyway, so I'm calling it.